Hello again. An Accra High Court has ordered the Electoral Commission to complete the collation of results in outstanding polling stations in 4 disputed constituencies. The MPP and its candidates in these constituencies filed a mandamus application seeking this order, but the NDC opposed, insisting the proper channel should be an election petition. But the judge agreed with the MPP following the EC itself admitting that it had not yet completed the collation. Kukwa Santi of our Legal Affairs Desk was in court and reports.
Justice Faustin Japan has ruled in favor of the New Patriotic Party and its parliamentary candidates in all these 4 disputed constituencies in terms of their request for an order compelling the Electoral Commission to collate or recollate results in outstanding polling stations. As regards the Tema Central constituency, Justice Faustin Japan agreed with the New Patriotic Party that the results was declared by someone who was not the presiding officer for that constituency, but also that the results were declared without 2 polling stations. Regarding Ablikuma North constituency, the judge also again agreed with the New Patriotic Party that the results was collated without 62 outstanding polling centers and has since ordered the Electoral Commission to collate the results in those 62 polling stations and add same to the results already declared for the other polling stations. In Okaikwe Central, the judge agreed with the deposition made by the Electoral Commission that the results that declared Baba Sadiq as the MP-elect for Okaikwe Central was without 31 polling stations. And finally, as regards the Techiman South constituency, that the results was declared without 147 polling stations. Ultimately, in all these 4 constituencies, the judge has ordered the Electoral Commission to collate the outstanding polling centers in all these constituencies and has also ordered the Inspector General of Police to provide armed security for the Electoral Commission to undertake this collation. The New Patriotic Party has been jubilating, and they say this clearly shows that the case they brought to court was watertight. General Secretary Justin Kodia Frimpong has been speaking to journalists.
It tells you that the rules of justice grant slowly, but certainly surely. From day one, MPP, we have the conviction. From day one, we knew that we have won in these constituencies. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. And today, His Lordship has spoken, and he has spoken the law. So we are happy. Directive has been given to the EC. We are waiting for the EC to call us to come and finish the collation. We still have our pin sheets. Even though that they have destroyed, we still have the scan copy. At the end of the day, there's only one result. And the MPP has won in those 4 constituencies. No matter how long it takes, MPP has won in those constituencies. Figures are figures and it can never be changed.
The lawyer who led the charge for the New Patriotic Party and its parliamentary candidates in this case was Gary Nimakumafo. He says he expects the Electoral Commission to conduct the collation exercise as ordered by the court this very Saturday following the orders of the court. But the NDC is not at all happy about that. Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the NDC, Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer, says this is a travesty of justice.
It's a complete travesty of justice. Look, you see, this country, we need a lot of reforms and resetting. When people bring bucket full of lies and pour it before a judge, the judge needed to look at, cross-examine it. Let those people who brought those things, who deposed those affidavits, let us cross-examine them. Look at the charade stories that were given. Attack, vandalize, they were being forced to do declaration and all that. Who cross-examined them? So why would the judge make a ruling based on this kind of charade? Why should a judge listen to them that out of 282 polling stations, there are only 135? That is a complete lie. This is a pact of lies. Have we cross-examined to find out whether they actually collated the 282? We have the summary sheet. We have the collation form. It's attached to our affidavit. So these are the problem I have with them. So, and look, my suspicion is very grounded on something. The ruling of the judge, I'm suspecting that it's not his handwriting.
The lead counsel for all these candidates and the NDC has been Godwin Edujikujo Tamaklo, and the party is fuming about the decision of the court and has already filed a notice of appeal challenging the judgments of the High Court judge.
Immediately the judgment was read, we ran to the registry of the courts to file the respective notices of appeal in respect of the 4 affected constituencies, as you can see. So with us here is the notice of appeal and the subsequent stay application. It is something that we knew was going to happen. With the ruling on the prelim, it was clear where the judge was going. And so we took preemptive steps to do what is needful. The order must be served on the Electoral Commission before they can proceed. And like my law said, they are now working on the order. We have our stay application, we have the notice of appeal, and we take steps. This matter is not ending here. And let nobody be deceived. This matter cannot end here. Because you see, the matters raised, and if you are in court, it was as though my Lord was hearing an election petition. This is a mandamus application, for Christ's sake. And that is all that I will say. So we'll take all the steps to take.
The parliamentary candidates of the NDC who have been affected by this decision say they are not very happy about the decision of the court.
I was explaining to you because you heard from the judge that we had done this because that was what the applicant was saying. But what of we, the interested party, what are we saying? We did attach the exhibit. So in any case, how did he determine that their context or their story was the truth and left out the others? So they are more social class than others? You get what I mean? And that is what I want you to know, that clearly in Techiman South, we need fairness and we need principles of justice and natural justice. I get to me. It's simplicity.
So the MPP lawyer Nimako told journalists a while ago that I expect the EC to do the collation today. Are you ready to bring up the pink sheet and other documents if the EC decides to do that today or tomorrow?
Let me tell you, we have our pink sheets intact. But the fact of the matter is that we must ensure that there's justice. In 2020, you know what happened. In 2024, almost the same thing in Techiman South, isn't it? And when they contended and had all the exhibits, that they had a summary sheet, they had a rate and everything, the EC went ahead, isn't it? This time, we have everything attached, but they never talked about it. Did you hear them talk about it? No.
This hasn't ended, and so I mean, definitely this is not a setback. It's part of the processes leading. We are hoping that will lead to a good conclusion for us.
That they were going to always hijack the process and make sure that we didn't have a chance to deal with evidence as it's supposed to be, which is where we see that the veiled mandamus.
The ball is now in the court of the Electoral Commission, who we expect now to announce a date to conduct the collation of the outstanding polling stations as has been ordered by the court. The NDC, meanwhile, have filed a notice of appeal, and they say that they do not expect the Electoral Commission to proceed with the collation of these so-called outstanding polling stations up until the appeals have all been decided and their rights have been exhausted.
Away from the court, let's talk about the upcoming inauguration of President-elect John Dramani Mahama, because ahead of Tuesday's swearing-in ceremony of John Mahama, the transition team has held a media briefing to outline key arrangements for the day. The co-spokesperson for the President-elect's transition team, Felix Kwachiofosu, wants the public to work with the Ghana Police Service to ensure a smooth event. Here's more on the preparations by Elsie Kisiedu.
In a pre-inauguration media briefing early on Saturday, 4th January, Felix Kwachiofosu called for cooperation between the public, media and security personnel as part of measures to ensure a peaceful event on January 7.
I urge the general public to cooperate with the police to ensure effective arrangements before, during and after the program. The police, as usual, will be courteous but stern in order to enforce these arrangements for a smooth swearing-in.
Mr. Kwachiofosu also indicated that access in the main arena for the event is strictly by invitation. He outlined arrangements put in place to avert any form of inconvenience for both invited guests and the media.
Access to this cordoned-off area will be strictly by invitation. I need to repeat. You gain access to the cordoned-off area only by invitation. And I wish to remind members of the public and invited guests that they will not be allowed to enter the swearing-in area without presenting appropriate invitation cards.
All media houses covering the event are expected to set up at the Black Star Square from the 5th to 6th of January 2025. Elsie Kisiedu's report, read to you.
Well, let's take you up north now because thugs in the northern region have raided the buffer stock in that particular region and a company warehouse, stealing over 150 bags of maize and other foodstuff meant for senior high schools in the region. About 15 schools are expected to be affected by this action. Thugs, since December 8th, continue to loot warehouses of various institutions in the northern region. Information available to Joy News indicates that this is the second time the looters have been to the warehouse. Several warehouses, including the Tamale Metro Assembly, the Department of Agric, and Veterinary, among others, are places where foodstuffs have been stolen, agricultural chemicals and fertilizers after the elections. The headmaster of the Ghana Senior High School, Douglas Haruna Yakubu, told Joy News this will worsen the food shortage anticipated by the schools.
Northern region, 2 schools are distribution centers for food to schools. Ghana Senior High, and Yendi Senior High. Now, Ghana Secondary School, because we don't have a warehouse, that's why we are using the buffer stock as our warehouse. If we had a warehouse, the food would have been in, the food items would have been in Ghana School. But we don't have a warehouse, and that's why we're using the buffer stock. Now, last night, between 11:30 and 12, I got a call from my storekeeper that some people had come to attack the security here to break into the stores to pick food items. Immediately, I called my regional director, but at that time it was odd. I knew she couldn't pick. She's a female. So we tried to get in touch with other people, including the regional coordinator for free SHS, where they could get the security to come. Eventually, they got the police, but they were overwhelmed by the number that they met here. And so they called for reinforcements, and then came the military. So by the time they came, they had broken this warehouse that's behind me and made away with 150 bags of maize, about 85 or 87 jerrycans of oil, and then a certain number of bags of beans. And as I'm saying, you would have heard just put out some complaints about not having food to open, and then perishables, and then recurrent. That's the reality on the ground. Now, this food came, the food that they have stolen, came just shortly before we went on Christmas break. And it wasn't safe to distribute the food at that time. We thought that if we did so, those people who were going around looting would have thought that the food was assembly's food. And for that matter, they would also come and loot. So we halted distribution and waited until the 2nd, a day before schools will open. And so we called the schools after we did the distribution to come and pick their food items. Only 3 schools came: Ghana Senior High, Tamale Senior High, and then Business Secondary, the Business Senior High. The rest were to come today, Saturday, and pick their food items when this thing happened. Some complaints had been made already that we didn't have enough food. Some schools had no food at all. It means that out of the total number of schools that we have in Tamale Town and its environs, only 3 schools have some food items.
Joy NewsPrime returns after this break. You're welcome back. Hundreds of patrons relived in the good old days with music from the 90s at the Joy FM's 90s Jam held at the Pleasure Gardens at Jolie in Accra as at 4 a.m. this morning, the energetic crowd was still singing and dancing, with many enjoying drinks and food. And some of the patrons expressed their desire for the event to be held more than once a year. Maxwell Akbagba witnessed and participated in all the fun. Here is his report.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of people here are singing along to the old tunes back in the 90s, reliving the moment. Let's get into the crowd and speak to some of the people who are having a lot of fun here. Let's start. Okay. Okay. Hello, sir. You having fun? Yeah, I'm having too much fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting to yo. Marasiasi. We're going to my so bad. Travel Batty. We're going to say, the Honey Farabad. Musuba man. Remember what I see? What am I high? What me born in Jimmy? What be this year? Manora media. Only media. I do want me to see a I mean, I can't stand it. Mr. Vigina. And not the same thing. Cut a car. She's a wow. They say, what did you want? Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. We really live in all the fun here at the Pleasant Garden. Are you having fun? Very much, too much. What do you like about the 90s song? Man, I'm out of work, man. Everything is crazy. I see your baggy jeans. Yeah, man. Back to the game. Yes, sir. Yeah. You used to dance to them? Yeah, a lot. Everybody in the place. Did you hear that? Everybody in the place right now. Everybody in the place right now. Hey, everybody in the place next door. Everybody say, oh. Say, oh. Say, okay, let's listen to the crowd. Say, oh. Hey, let's go. Okay, you know how to sing it. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get closer to some of the people here. Yay! Okay, hi, what's your name? Sadia. Come again? Sadia. Oh, are you having fun? Yeah, I am. Is this your favorite song from the 90s? One of them. What do you like about the 90s song? It's awesome. It's a nice right? The 90s. And we don't enjoy it at the beginning of the year. 1, 2, 3. And then reminisce the whole time. Okay. Sing. Maniatina. Hi, what's your name? My name is Brian. Tell me, are you having? I'm having excited fun. I'm enjoying myself. The 90s. The 90s. Let's sing along. Oh no, Matia. Udaya ne kumio. Sabi shaswa. Obiarati sawo. We see lady who front. And one kumio. Sabi shawicha. Okay. Let's just having fun here. Two sisters, Marie and then Eva Marie Eklu. She's a Generation Z, but a sister. This is beautiful. Z. But they are here having fun. So let's talk to them. Let's find out from them what it has been like for them here. Hi, Marilyn. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm absolutely having great fun here. I can't even contain the fun. It's too much for me. So you need to de-stress, and this fun is healthy fun.
From every way. Let's find out from Eva. Eva, Generation Z, enjoy 90s music. What's the
I'm having fun, but I don't know most of the songs. But I'm going with the vibe. I'm just dancing, having a good time. Yeah.
You're loving it?
But then,
are you loving it?
Oh yes, I'll do it again. A 10 over 10. A 10 over 10.
Thank you, Marilyn, and then Eva Maria too as well. We're still reliving music back from the 90s, and you can see programs manager Adam Knight right now. Yeah, look at that, yeah. It's all fine, you know, here at the Pleasant Gardens. Let's talk to her. Hello, Adam. Glad to see you. I can see you're having a lot of fun.
We're jamming.
Yeah. And you see all the people here, the crowd here, grooving to the music. Started at 8 p.m. Nobody is stopping. All of them still dancing. How excited are you to see this?
I am excited. That's what we want. We just want to create the ambience and the platform for people to be happy and be excited and make merry. And I am just excited to see everybody happy, really.
90s, what was it like? Any memories you want to share with us? Any fun memories of the 90s?
Back in school, when we used to have entertainment on Fridays. All right. And I remember those times there was a lot of the Mr. Bombastic. I love it. I'm waiting to hear it though.
I'm sure that they're living.
When I say DJ, you say block. DJ. When I say DJ, you say block. DJ.
Lexus Bill is here, the host of the Drive Time Show, on Joy. Let's talk to Lexus. Oh, he's having a good time, Lexus, tell me, what is the feeling like?
Max, it's feeling so good. I mean, the feeling is amazing. You can tell there's a great party in here. Everybody's having fun. Aren't you having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun. Too much fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that we have love, what are we going to do? Ghanaians had to wait one whole year for this party. And as always, we had to actually dot all the I's and cross the T's and make sure we pull off the biggest party of the year. It's the first party of the year, and obviously it's going to be the biggest of 2025. I'm so happy seeing our listeners and our wonderful, discerning viewers also having so much fun. A lot of people have let loose. They are feeling comfortable. They are actually having a good time. And they're going all the way back to the 90s, reminiscing and just, having a good time.
Yeah. Well, that certainly looked like a lot of fun, but that's it for now. My name is Kenneth Jesse. Thanks very much for being a part of the show. Bye-bye.